Alright guys, good evening. My name is Mr. Redefined, CEO of Mr. Redefined Clothing Africa. So right here, I want to show you how to couple an outfit that has a bit design. Now the reason I'm making this video is to enable most of us to get more enlightened or more knowledgeable on some coupling techniques and methods. So right here I will take my time to explain how all these things were cut, the same cutting and the same gumming I will explain as well for further clarification. Alright, so now this is our flap. Now this flap I use the thick color gum to gum this, right? Now the reason I'm using this color gum is to achieve another type of finishing or a more relaxed nature of sewing, right? Now all these things I'm showing you, they are all peculiar to me, like I said. Now look at how it was gummed. Now the flap itself, this is a chest flap, right? It's a chest flap. Now the flap itself for the bigger one was cut at regular 2.5. Regular one was cut at 3 inches, rather 3 inches. Then the color gum was measured in cutting. The measurement was 1.2, right? 1.2 or 1.3, thereabout 1.2. Now the length is your choice. Then I cut it out in this form. Then the smaller one was 1 inch, I think, 1 inch, exact of 1 inch, right? Then the length as well is your choice, but the length I have here is the bigger one should be longer. I have it to be 19, right? Now why the other one is I have a length of 19 as well, but then I will shorten it while sewing. That's for the chest flap measurement. Now for the sleeve, now the sleeve is your regular sleeve, but then it has a turn up, right? A turn up. Now this turn up, I also have kind of a design on it. Let me shift them aside so I will explain better. Now this is your regular sleeve. Now this sleeve measurement was cut out at the regular folding, but then the inch for the folding I added was 3 inches or thereabout here, 3 inches. Then I slitted it from here. Then I gummed this part that had the folding. Then at the center of the turn up material I have a cutout of just call it 1.5 by 2, depending on your choice, right? But then there's no particular measurement, but I'm just giving you the range you might use in doing this. So once you cut out the measurement you want, just make it have this V shape, right? Now the total opening of that V is 4, right? That means by 2. So now after you must have done this, you gum here with the regular cloth gum, not the color gum, now the regular material gum. Then fold 1/2 inch here, right? So you fold it on both sides of the sleeve turn up. Then the sleeve as well, we have that same cutout, right? You see this when we progress in the sewing. I'm trying to explain the gumming aspects. Then after that, the next I have is my regular facing, right? Now the regular facing was gummed the usual way we gum, and then the folding I added hemming gum underneath the folding here so that it will give me a nice finishing at the outside, hemming gum. Then after this, now I have a pocket, right? This pocket is solely your choice, but then the size I have here is 3.3, and then the reason I'm doing this because of the nature of the pocket I want to have it to be at a very considerable or a very perfect size for the particular pocket, this particular pocket I have. So I have it to be 3.3 by width of 5.5, right? Then I have this designing effect here, this strand. Now this strand measurement was cut I think by 1.5 or 2 inches, and then folded in this form. It was double folded. Hemming gum was applied underneath it. Then I got a buckle. This is sold in your local market. You can check out your local market for your buckle. Then I will use it to hold this way, right? I'll make sure that the folding is corresponding to the size of this buckle, so that there will not be any folding after you must have insert the buckle under. Don't mind the material here. I will cut it off before I start sewing. Now that's for the design. Then for the back facing, for the back block of the cloth as well, the regular way. Now you gum it this way, and then the inside, I place a shirt material inside the neck. That's the wrong side of the back piece. Then I weave this piece. Then I use hemming gum just to hold the edge. Now the reason of hemming is to remove any excess air or air inside it. I just place hemming gum at random positions, and I gum, right? So that is how I got this. I will see sew thread on it, right? That for the gum part, that for the back piece of the clothes. Then for the side pockets, these are the side pockets. Now I also use the same shirt material to place at the center, just for beautification purposes. You might decide not to do this, but then the measurements I have here is width finishing of 6 inches width, and then the length is 8 inches. These measurements can vary. Now I use the collar gum as well to do this. Now the collar gum was cut at exact 6 by 8, and then the material was cut at more than that. Then you just fold the both ends. Don't forget that. Don't fold. Don't cut the collar gum to be excess, so that if you double fold the collar gum, it will be too thick for a machine to climb at the edges. So that's the reason the collar gum must be cut at exact of the pocket width you want. Now you can as well apply that method on this part. Now the essence of using collar gum is to, like I said, is to give you another type of finishing and feeling. You can decide to use the cloth gum or the regular gum you have, but I want to use collar gum on some specific areas, like the pocket and the flap, the chest flap right now. So the same thing was done on this time as well. The collar gum was cut at exact 6 inches by 8, while the fabric itself was cut at more than that, so that when you fold the ends, I use hemming gum to hold them firmly this way. So that's for the 2 pockets. Then I also thread these areas before we progress in sewing. Now the bias for the piping, I believe by now you must have known or seen how the bias was cut in a diagonal form. Now the measurement I used for this particular bias is 2.5, because I wanted to have a bolder finishing or a bolder folding at the end of my piping. So that was why I increased it to 2.5. You can as well use 2 inches like I formerly stated, but then it's only your choice. Now the length as well must be up to 21 inches for it to be able to go right round your customer's neck, right? That's for the bias. Now the next but on the list is the front block. Now this front block as well, I have already made some designs on it, as you can see, which is actually the reason for making this video. Now this design is solely my choice, right? I try to get the same shirt material that is corresponding enough to go about this. Now as you can see, the center is yet to be finished, because the flap is definitely coming to rest at the center this way, right? So the flap is going to end it up this way. Now how was this cut? The same way we draft our regular outfits. You measure your desired measurements, and then the finishing I have here, I think I have a length of 9 or thereabout, 9 inches measurement. Now the width from the center of the fabric to the side seam allowance, which is 12.5 for this particular chest measurement. I think the chest line I have here is chest line of 44 or thereabout. Then for this other strand, then I cut out 3 inches fabric for the white piece, the white showing at the under. Then I folded it into 2 equal parts, then placed the middle, and then folded again. Then I cut at this one half inch shorter than or lesser than the white fabric. Then I also did the same folding. I now trimmed off the under excesses, then hemmed the white one first, then took the fabric and the shell fabric and then placed on top and also hem. So now this is how this was achieved. As you can see, look at how I applied it. Now the same thing is applied underneath here as well, so I hem properly, right? So I'll also thread it before I proceed in the sewing processes. So now I will first of all thread all these areas, and then before I start fixing my chest flap. So I believe this video will help us to know how similar styles we've achieved, and then as well you are going to see the next video, which will be the coupling processes of or how to sew this outfit. Thank you guys for watching.